Hi, I'm Brennan. I bought a table. When I bought my couch, I recorded it and posted it, and I had a lot of fun doing so. So when I bought the table, I was like, hell, I have nothing better to do. So I'm gonna build my table, I'm gonna talk about my table, I'm going to enjoy my table. Let's begin. How do you enjoy a table? This is the T-Lift 001 BKW wood. Blackwood? It was made in Vietnam. What would be the best way to do this? I should put this on the ground, right? I should put this on the floor. I probably shouldn't build it on a couch. It says on it not to use a box cutter. I'm gonna use a box cutter. My dog's here for moral support. Hello. I recently don't have a roommate anymore. So my first course of action was to buy a table for the living room and redecorate everything. So that's what I'm going to do. 44 bolts and 10 other bolts. Great. Here's everything it includes, including the screwdriver. It's already midnight. I have to go to bed in like 2 hours. Let's begin. I could build this without the instructions. I'm using them for you guys. Okay, so 2 is the bottom. The 6s are the sides, 7 and 5, 4, 3, 8, and then 9 is the part that lifts. I'll be a lot more honest. That couch, so much easier to build than this. This is what like dads do for fun instead of buying Legos. I'm still on step 1. It's been 20 minutes just putting these screws in this wood. Okay. 8. I need 5. 5. 7. 8. Those seem to be extra. B. Just like Legos, it comes with a bag full of extra parts. I'm having a blast. Cool. And I need 7 and 5. And I need D and E. You E? Yeah. Cool. I don't know how to shut it. Fun. Okay. What did it say? E goes with 5. Which way? Like that? Sure. I don't know how much I can show, but I cut myself earlier unboxing something. So I've literally bled for this table. This table's not deserving of my blood. I don't think I'm going to bed at one more time. If only I had a table to put my drink on. All right. How much weight is required to keep it down? She likes it. It doesn't say which way is the front. It just points and goes front. Huh? What? Are the holes in the middle? No. This one's further out, which I guess makes this the front. Like that. And then 7 goes on this side. And that goes on that side. And they go like this. Right? No? Great, I fucked it up. I feel like it would have been easier to put the side ones on. My phone died. You didn't miss much, mostly just me complaining and screaming and crying. I have 4 walls for the room. This little like bit, and then this wall. Now, step 7 says I take 2 and I place it on top of this somehow. Tiny holes on top. Are the holes all the way through? Yes. Tell me, how the hell would you read that? Use wrench J to install board tube to the completed frame with bolts I-10. It doesn't work like that. Okay, and I need 10 eyes. What am I? A spider? Here. There. 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 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now I just screw them all in. Step 7. I need 20 more of the small screws. Okay. Leg number 1. Now that I've reached a stopping point, I think it's the time to add. I read some reviews of this table before I bought it, and there was some negatives. There was some 1-star reviews, and I was like, these people just don't know how to build a table. These people have clearly never built anything with instructions before. How hard could this be? Whoever designed this is just stupid. Half the pre-drilled holes don't line up to where they need to be. If I want to have all the screws in, especially on like these, this one isn't straight, it's curved. The screws, minuscule, and I'm pretty sure if I put any weight on it, I'm just gonna snap it off. So, probably should not have done that motion. They have me building all of this. This side right here doesn't have the table portion on it yet. That's still over here. So every time I screw over here, I'm about 3/4 of an inch just above the ground. And so it's just like, let me hold up the table while I'm screwing. What the heck is that one? Oh, and then that one. And it's not like, oh, let me just organize it. Because one of them is always like those two, okay. But then those ones are just like, nope. Look at that. Because none of them line up right. Let me try. Ooh, look. That one's lined up perfectly, right in the middle. That one, you can't even see those two. I'm putting the legs on them now. You know how I was talking about how a lot of the holes don't match and it's very poorly designed? Yeah, it got worse. So that's very interesting. This side over here is not flush. It very much is like built wrong. But I followed the instructions perfectly. I even noticed, hey, this isn't turning out right. And I decided to double check and see what I could do. Turns out there's just no fixing it. I don't trust this at all. I need a table I can sit on. Step 12 is just cover all the screws with black stickers. I don't care about that. Is this the inside? Yes. Maybe? That's fun. When it opens up, it leans this way. And then it's tight and doesn't want to reclose. Okay. It is currently 2:24. I forget when I started, but that's fun. Pros, cons. What do I think? What are my opinions? How do I feel about this grand table that I now own? It's a table. It's fine. It's okay. I feel like, no fault of my own, it's bad. Oh, it didn't close that time. Okay. It feels a lot more like a workstation than it does a table, to be quite honest, to be quite fair. And that is just barely above my knees. It prides itself on being a lift top coffee table. Nah. I mean, at the end of the day, the storage isn't that fine, and the table's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Hello. And the fact that I have to, like, force it closed really says a lot. The pistons are just really strong. And I feel like that's something you want, but also at the same time, no, it's not. Because, I don't know, it's like icky. And it's not flush. Suggest you get it. I'd give it like a 4 out of 10. I mean, it was like $60. It's gonna serve me well, but it also was inconvenient, a hassle, annoying. And the fourth thing, I don't know, just not as good as a gimmick as I thought it would be. I'm using my feet to keep the table in place. It's fine, but also I think I just might be too tall, or the couch is too tall, or something's too tall because my knee's hitting the table. And I feel like if this is your whole table's gimmick, do it better, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Have a great day and an amazing day. Bye. The fact that, like, it has, like, an indent that it wants you to open it from, but it's bad? Like, that's your whole thing, is like, you want me to lift it from here. But it doesn't do that. You wiggle too much. You wobble too much. It's a coffee table. I guess I could have coffee. But it could be a lot better. I do like that I have a place to put my books. I do like that I have a place to sit down to drink my coffee. I'm a fan of the fact that I have a table. Bit upset of the fact that it is this table. It's also a bit depressing that because it is 2 in the morning and I would like to sleep tonight, this is decaf. I'm 23. Why do I own decaf coffee? Why do I own decaf? Oh no, my coffee is too far. I have no clue what I'm going to put in here. Currently, the 3 things are screwdriver, manual for the table.
Maybe I can hide the decaf coffee.